Overwatch League's World Finals. I am your host, Sir DJ Cat, here with my fellow commentator, Vegas.
Hello and welcome to this good Sunday.
Yes, indeed. We are here on day four, opening week two. Let's take a look at the bracket here. Last night we saw, or sorry, night before last night, we saw Blue and Bullet Ballet go up against each other. And Blue pulled off the reverse sweep on Havana, which was just crazy. Definitely suggest watching the VOD there. And yeah, today we have Kraken Gaming versus Disconnected Gaming, which very interesting because both pretty much got rolled in their quarterfinal matches. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. And let's take a look at the rosters here. Disconnected has Creek, Nocturnal, Chaotic, Calamity, and Conjurer. And then on Kraken we have Top 501, Sparkplug, Strange Barrel, Nada Nada, and Necro. And probably most notable player there is Top 501, who performed excellently despite the challenges he faced against Sunset on his match with Team Iris.
Like, even in our warm up, he did quite well.
Yeah, doing. I think yeah, he's definitely gonna be the one to watch tank wise in this. So yeah, let's get into it here. We have uh Kraken Gaming because they actually did get a point against Team Iris and Disconnected did not. So Kraken got to pick the map and they chose Lijiang Tower. So let's go there now. And shout out to the everyone who's watching the VODs. Thank you for that. We now have opened up a Discord server. Um should be a link to that. And there's also some betting going on. You can do
Gotta
exclamation
love some
mark
gambling.
bet. Yes. And you earn loyalty points to bet just by watching. So you can do exclamation mark points to check your points and then exclamation mark bet with the abbreviation that the bot says. And here we go. Looks like Disconnected going for a dive comp here with the Winston where Kraken playing something a bit safer with the Ramatra.
Right? And indeed, we were discussing it previously, in fact. We are seeing Ash for the first time.
Yeah, the Bob is so good at pressuring, especially even the Dynamite too, that I'm surprised we didn't see this sooner. But I think the Ash is going to be very important here, especially on a map with longer sight lines just all around.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Kraken running Tracer and Cassidy.
Yeah,
Like, the only long range options they have is Kiri and sort of Lucio and Ram as far as projectiles go. But Kiri is their strongest bet against dealing with an Ashe and Ana. Even Baptiste.
yeah. And very long fight here already. Did not expect it to go on this long, especially when you have the Reaper and Ash. But there we go. Look like Kraken getting the first kills here, winning the first team fight.
Mm.
I think, yeah, already, uh, the Ash just was doing pretty well. Nocturnal was definitely hitting some shots there. But I think
Yeah.
just not being able to dive enough, Creek was not able to get into that back line. It's definitely not helping make any space for Nocturnal.
A good sleep from Ana on Rom and Nemesis there. Oh, she did land it, but you had the Kiri land a Suzu immediately out of the sleep. And it looks like Freak is gonna go down here. Has
Yeah,
to disengage, DPS going down, Creek going down, and Chaotic is just kind of sitting on point trying to survive a bit. But not a single pick out of that.
yeah. Kraken's holding very strong here. Um, and yeah, I mean, they're a good team. They held up against Iris for quite a while, despite only getting 1 point. And it looks like Creek's going to be swapping to the Zarya.
Okay.
Here's the high
Definitely see
noon.
that being a lot more useful. Being able to pop a shield on Reaper especially.
Yeah. Calamity's caught out there in the back line. Looks like Nana's going to finish them off. Creek also just kind of stuck.
Disconnect. Yeah, is not doing great on this first point.
Yeah,
They
probably gonna
may
go.
just lose it 0-100.
They'll get one more team fight, but only two ults for disconnect compared to the four that Kraken have. Saw the Deadeye pop there by Strange Barrow. Didn't find anything, but forced him to move off the point. I think that's where Calamity got caught in the back line. And Calamity just charging ahead once again. Already taken out by
Ana
Strange
doesn't
Barrow.
even get a nano out. This could be it.
Immortality Field keeping Creek alive, but there's the Annihilation.
Oh, that is, yeah. Chaotic alone once again.
Yeah, very easy point there for Kraken. Disconnect not showing very strong right now. And now it looks like they're going to consult with the coaches. Disconnect really needs to switch up their comp here. But
I
yeah, that
was
was,
liking the direction with the Zarya,
yeah.
but they clearly weren't even able to follow up.
I think the issue is a lot of the time, Calamity was just going in first without really, I don't know, thinking about it. They're just rushing straight in, trying to get to sleep, I think, on the top 501. And it
Yeah,
didn't work very well. And then once he died right away, then Creek had no healing whatsoever. He had the immortality field from the Baptiste, but that's about it.
definitely have to pull something that can bait Suzu before hitting a sleep,
Yeah,
but because that extra 3 seconds where Ram is out can prove so useful.
yeah, definitely. I think yeah, they're definitely gonna have to change up their comp here a bit. Try and oh, sorry, I forgot to change the betting. Uh, Try and play more distance. I think instead of going up against the Nemesis form straight on. And yeah, you can see. Looks like they're gonna pick the Sigma. I think that's a smart choice. Calamity going over to the Zenyatta. Hopefully get a Discord orb on top 501.
Yeah. May as well. This is quite a solid place for her walls.
Yeah, make some space between you and that Ramattra.
I don't see him being able to go for a spawn camp push, but blocking off one or two entrances,
Yeah,
especially with Sotorn's Repulsor. Here we see it in action already. Nada may go down here.
looking a lot of damage there for
There goes Necro.
disconnect. There we
501
go.
is low. Pulling it back. Sparkplug alone trying to contest. Pops off point to disengage.
Yeah,
Regroup.
Sparkplug doesn't want to get staggered, but he ends up falling off the map
Sparkplug does it
anyways.
again. Oh,
You
Sparkplug.
think after that warm up he would have learned his lesson, but very weird
Little bit
there.
of comedic relief.
Yeah. But yeah, great first fight for Disconnect. Definitely working better with this more poke comp, I think.
Getting in nice and fast with Lucio.
And Krieg taking a lot of damage from the Nemesis form.
Yeah. Top 501 ends up stranded. Got a
Calamity
little bit
there.
too greedy with DPS. And hit with the rock on Strange Barrel.
Man, gotta be watching Calamity there. You got 4 kills. The Zenyatta working out much better than the Ana.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. High damage projectiles are usually a good secondary choice for support.
Yeah.
Baptiste, definitely the meta.
Yeah, you always want to have a Baptiste for the Immortality field, but the Zen is great with the Discord Orb.
And in lieu of the immortality field, you can just pop Transcendence for quite similar effect.
Yeah. And yeah, another fight win there. I don't think the top 5 won't even go in.
501 is chillin',
Yeah,
playing
he's
some cards, petting the Pachi.
not really sure what happened to top 501 here. It looks like he's stuck. Might need a
Why
map
is he chill like
pause.
that?
Let's see if we can work this out for him.
Poor guy. Had to stop for a drink. He's not used to getting shredded like that.
There we go. Looks like he's sorted it out, but barely gonna get a touch, if any, here. They're gonna really need that Lucio. But
Yeah.
even with it, they're not gonna touch in time. Just
Too
barely off.
far.
Yeah, getting
That is
stuck there
1-1.
did not help, but I think even then, Disconnect's comp here is looking much stronger.
Score 2-1.
Alrighty. Uh, let's see. I mean, yeah, Disconnect, very good comp here. Able to take them out before fights or even really get going. We saw a lot more brawling on first point, but the second one has been more,
Yeah.
yeah, just
They're able to
really
pull
rolling.
out the picks, especially on 501,
Yeah,
and that immediately turns the tide.
yeah. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what top 501 will pick here. Um, I yeah, the Orisa it looks like. I was gonna say maybe a Reinhardt against the Sigma, but top 501 forced to go to his least favorite character.
I do relate to that sentiment.
Yeah, the Orisa can just be such an oppressive character. Not at all fun to play against.
5,
Or
4,
as, I'm sure.
3, 2,
Yeah.
1. Round 3.
Here we go.
And
Capture the
finishing the
objective.
lineup, Sojourn, Cassidy, Lucio, Kiri.
The barrier appears.
Zen already engaging. Calamity pulling through with Krieg, almost falling off the map there. They're holding so close to that corner.
The very good Suzu there from Necro. That saved the entire team, I think. Calamity gave you the first
501
pick
and
again.
Krieg going at it. Krieg is able to pull it off. 501 goes down. And Strange Barrel has to back off.
Yeah. Ulcer almost catches
Oh,
him. He rolls back
oh.
into it.
He's going for a little poke, maybe?
Yeah.
Trying
Way
to
too
catch him
low
off
health for
guard.
that.
Yeah.
Especially with
Especially
that
with the
repulsor.
pulsar right there.
Yeah. Not ideal. Looks like Kraken are
They go
going
for
to
the
go ahead and
regroup.
regroup. I don't know. I think we've seen Lucio a lot. But he just doesn't seem to have the same effect that like an Ana or a Baptiste would.
Yeah. I like him, but I wouldn't play him in such a serious setting.
Yeah.
As we already see both supports go down.
Yeah, it looks like Calamity is going to get picked
501,
off.
Sparkplug down,
But
Strange Barrel again, out.
Kraken is going to have to hope they can regroup before Calamity gets back because he's been making a big impact on these fights.
However, we were expecting Disconnected to do well. We're still not hoping for a complete roll for the
Yeah.
sake of content and the viewers' entertainment.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, it didn't even look like they were going to do that well based on that first one. And, oh, it looks like top 501 misses the Graviton Flux.
Yeah. Maybe just trying to get him to back off for a second while
Ooh.
DPS was trying to acquire targets.
Yeah. It looks like they'll get one more team fight. You got Deadeye, but that's it. Up against a Transcendence, Overclock, and a Window. I'm not really sure there's much you
Yeah.
can do about that. Not really sure what they're doing
Unless
here.
he's able to, like, get a solid snipe,
Yeah,
Deadeye is not gonna be worth it, even.
if he can hit Calamity, maybe even Nocturnal, I think would probably help.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, do a bit of damage to Creek would be nice, but here we see Overclock come out.
Yeah, Overclock.
501 has some overheal, already dead though.
Yeah,
Sparkplug alone, there he goes.
yeah. Conjure does go down, but doesn't even matter. That is map 1. Or Disconnected.
Not bad, not bad. They did pull through from that first round.
Yep. Yeah, nice switch on the comp. something they can poke a bit more with compared to top 501's Ram, especially I think if they were expecting a Reinhardt. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, let's see what Kraken goes with next. I mean, obviously you don't want to play um another control map. I don't think that's going to work out well for them. Maybe
Definitely.
something hybrid, I think would be their best bet.
Yeah. I think I've probably forgotten this by now, but a decent amount of their wins were on the hybrid.
Yeah. Yeah, they saw the point they did get against Iris was on Eichenweld, so yeah, I think
And that
this
was
will
a pretty solid game,
yeah,
gotta say.
definitely like almost a full hold. And let's see here. Looks like King's Row is going to be the map pick from Kraken. Let's see what the coaches have to say. I'm sure Kraken coaches are not too happy, considering it looked like they had that one in the bag after that first round.
Yeah, see how they're gonna pull it back here. 1-0.
Yeah, not a good start for them, but for Disconnected, who got rolled 3-0, this is looking good.
Yeah. Definitely deserving vindication, considering the popularity.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see the stats on people seeing Disconnected make a comeback, even with Blue still on the roster.
Yeah. Yeah, running a poll earlier today saying Disconnected was just under Blue in terms of popularity, so yeah, I think fans are hoping for a comeback for them. But only one more chance in the lower bracket.
And here we see Ryan.
Yeah,
Yes.
something top 501 is much more comfortable on. Looks like, for the most part, sticking to the same thing for Disconnected. Staying with that Sigma in the Sojourn.
Yeah.
No Baptiste.
On them.
Kind of interesting. Surprised that we don't see a swap to the, at least an Ana on Kraken, but I don't know. Could work out.
Ana and Kiri over on Disconnected. Very strong for trying to pick out on this first point, where you have to clear this corner.
Yeah.
Loads of projectiles coming at you. It's going to be tough. Hunter goes down to a charge, though. 501 goes down.
Ooh, messy fight.
It is going to be tough. It's pretty much Reaper versus Reaper here.
Yeah.
Phasing back and forth, even
there
with
we
this
go.
other DPS in play.
Just the
Not an Ana pulls
DPS
it off.
left. But yeah, that was very nice first fight for Kraken. The Reinhardt working out much better. I think, yeah, it looks like Disconnect are going to stay on the Sigma. I think they can play it better on midpoint, where it's a bit more of, like, longer sightlines. It's not as brawly.
Yeah. But he will be depending on DPS and probably Baptiste and Lucio to shred away Reinhardt's shield.
Yeah.
Because this is an optimal map for it. Sigma goes for a flank, though. We've already got another pin on Conjurer.
Yeah. Top 501 hitting those pins very well right now.
Creek trying to hold, but he's not playing around shield enough. Using his shield to protect Sojourn way in the backline.
Yeah.
Chaotic
Really
has to back off, though.
very curious there from
Ooh, Repulsor right on point.
the Repulsor doesn't get top 501, I don't think. Doesn't really do much damage.
Yeah.
Any healing is just gonna be
mean,
negated by Nada
Right there,
anyways.
Yeah.
And then that's Disconnect staggered, so they're basically Disconnects only get one team fight, I would imagine, on this right before this checkpoint. They'll probably beat them to the checkpoint, yeah. But they're gonna have to be very careful because top everyone has the shatter in this very tight area. But Nada already stunned. There's the anti.
But can they follow up enough?
Yeah,
Contra top Suzu.
Kraken holding space very well here. Top everyone blocks the shield. Goes for the pin on
There's a
Nocturnal.
charge! Nocturnal down. At least it's not Conjure again, because she's already dead. But
True.
still. Creek gonna go down here.
Creek just sort of
Go.
bumped into Strange Barrel's crosshair. And yeah, that
At
looks
least
like...
it's not a total wipe.
True,
We
yeah, we,
still got Toadhorn trying to get picks. Nada goes down.
we got Chaotic here, but it looks like Sparkplug's just kind of, yeah, duel them out there. Yeah, not much you can do. And that's second checkpoint, already 5 minutes in the time bank for Kraken. I don't think Creek Sigma is working as well here. Oh, he's got Graviton Flux. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just going to use that and swap off. Not really sure what that sleep was from Calamity. And I'm honestly
Yeah,
surprised.
possibly right around this hole here.
Oh, that was a... Here we go.
There it is.
But he only
Right
catches
over the
Strange
hole.
Barrel.
Someone's gonna walk over. So close. Love it when you hit the E kill on that little spot. Strange Barrel is slept though.
Yeah, there goes Nocturnal.
Nocturnal alone.
Top
Rough.
5-1 going for a little pin there. Yeah, but looks like, again, one more fight for Disconnect on this last checkpoint here, and huge time bank for Kraken. And Creek swapping over to Orisa. Wants to counter that Reinhardt. Worst
Terrible
nightmare
repulsor.
for,
Up against quite the damage window. Death Blossom takes Nada. Not a great pick. Top 501 is alive. And there goes Calamity.
not a
Top
good fight
501
right
has
now.
been using those charges so well just to assassinate support.
Oh, Creek pinned out.
Free kit with Bin.
And it looks like that's a map finish, unless Conjure can touch somehow, but it doesn't look like it. Map finish for Kraken with 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That is crazy.
Guess my bet was well placed.
Yeah, Disconnect doing... Or sorry, Kraken doing much better here in the second round. So let's see here. Yeah, I mean, if you're Kraken, I think the Reinhardt is working out well here.
Definitely.
Able to pin Creek away from the team. And yeah, let's see what they pick here. I mean, typically you'll see a Winston here, like a Winston or a Diva to dive that first point quickly, but
501 dived his Rhine perfectly fine. He
yeah.
had the support to back him up on it.
Yeah, great support there. I mean, if you look at Calamity's support on Ana, I just don't think they're very good on Ana. Like,
Yeah.
not nearly the same value as they were getting on Zen.
0 to 3. Switching sides.
Could see a Zen. Could see
Initiating.
maybe back to Kiri as well.
Yeah, Kyrie or Zed. Kyrie, we saw some good Suzus from them on the Zhang towers, so yeah, I think Zen is a safer pick, especially on attack where you want to do as much damage as you can.
Yeah, you get a charge right on that first corner.
Yeah,
They won't even be able to see it coming. Few dinks and you can take out 1 or 2 easy.
yeah. And we got a Zenyatta from Calamity. That's Sigma on the attack though is interesting. Not really sure the coach's reasoning behind that, but I mean, if you can get a rock onto Ryan while he's charging, then he's going to be quite vulnerable for a Junkrat.
It shows that a good Rhine always knows how to bait that rock first.
Yeah,
And we'll see if Creek is ready to counter bait somehow.
yeah. I mean, maybe try going for, I don't know, get maybe Junkrat jumping around the back line a bit,
Definitely.
5, 4,
or even
2.
Calamity has no movement whatsoever on Zenyatta,
Yeah,
so maybe that's the money
Exactly
we're
what I
looking
was
for.
thinking. Just go for a straight charge on Zen.
Let's see what the approach is here. There goes the rock. Already misses. Not great for Creek. Let's see if they can
Decent
take.
repulsor.
Ooh.
Spark plug. Uh-oh. There we go.
Jeez.
Next down to
I
501.
mean,
Cleared.
I doubted the Sigma on this attack, but it worked out.
Yeah. I mean, the high armor values definitely clutched it up.
Yeah.
The Junkrat especially was able to do plenty of damage in this enclosed area.
Stop
Yeah.
the payload.
Yeah, we've seen Junkrat be such a good character on the DPS here. And nice shield there from top 501 onto the rock. Might get Nocturnal, doesn't quite. Nocturnal goes around the corner, it looks like.
With the invuln field, almost had Nada survive there as well. Instantly cleared out again. Quite the turnaround.
Yeah. Yeah, disconnected once again, adjusting their comp to meet Kraken and outperforming them even. Got 5 minutes to push to the checkpoint. I think we'll
We
see.
had Strange Barrel sitting ahead there.
Yeah, backed off, didn't poke this time like he did on Lijiang. Didn't want to get staggered again, especially because the walk is so long here.
Yeah. And here we see him pull up. 501 shielding. That's the rock out of the
Payload.
way. Goes for a charge but misses. Creek and Ryan just kind of contesting each other on point. Goes for another charge. There goes
Nice
another
rock
rock
by
though.
Creek, but that's
Bam.
Kraken finally getting into position here, but Nada goes down. That's one of their healers. It's going to be a scrappier fight, I think, but
I mean, you've still got 501 and Sparkplug. They can sit pretty close together and sustain themselves somewhat, but they've kind of abandoned point.
it's yeah, weird position here. Spark Post
501 getting greedy for kills, I think. Oh, he went for
Dodges
the
the
charge.
rock.
He baited the rock, but 501 is low.
He's
no
all by
support.
himself too. He started just in his weird position. Might get Conjurer here. He
Oh,
does.
Conjurer. That's 3 times on this map Conjurer has gone down to pin.
Very nice. And he's got the Shatter here. They're all lined up, but he doesn't have his team with him. His team's still trying to walk back, and it looks like he's going down. That's such a bad stagger. But they burned some time off the clock at least.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Let me see
Which
if you.
means they have about a minute and a half to beat out their opponents on the time bank.
Yeah, plenty of time if you can win these fights, but got some ults here. Deadeye, Death Blossom, pretty
Yeah.
much everything's online. And here's a tire.
Ooh,
Oh,
Rip
take it
Tire.
down. Great. Great fire strike.
Tower of Fire. And then Creek is... They got cleared off of the point still. Disconnected.
Yeah.
Couldn't hold it too well.
The beat definitely helped there. Was top 501 was able to be very aggressive with the rest of the team, and yeah, still only had to use one ult on each side. Kind of traded those out, but it looks like that's probably gonna make it. So disconnect is gonna have a lower time, which is great for Kraken. Shows that,
And
there's
there's Death
Transcendence.
Blossom, and there's Transcendence to counter. Shatter,
Big Shatter in the high noon.
and
Gets 2 with it?
classic with the Deadeye follow-up. Creek is holding out against Strange Barrel pretty well here.
Yeah,
Invuln goes up as he has to back off. Tries to prep a rock around the corner, expecting engagement,
yeah.
and he keeps holding. But he's
Not
so
able to
heavily
push.
outnumbered with Reaper versus Baptiste going on over here with Conjurer and Sparkplug. Sparkplug melees Conjurer, and Creek goes down to Fire Strike.
Yeah, Creek, I think, was just trying to hold back so his team could
Yeah.
get over there and heal him, but top 501 did not want that.
Chaotic and Calamity went for a bit of poking as well. Zen and Sojourn's railgun shots quite well for that.
Yeah, taking the high ground, almost gets a rock on,
Not a great shield though.
Yeah, not gonna be able to protect too much.
Yeah, he immediately pulled it back. Another one I'm not a fan of, but, you know, we'll see. Maybe he was planning on Zen to stay up there.
True. And Chaotic doesn't get anyone with the ult, sort of gets Sparkplug low enough for Conjure to finish off, but just caught out of position here. You can see Creek though in the back line.
Another Riptire. No one to block it this time, but he's stuck.
He
He's
can't
stuck.
quite get it up. It looks like it's just gonna detonate. Yeah, that's rough. Riptire could add a lot more
He
value
might have
with
just
Creek.
used it as repulsion,
Yeah,
just to keep him
to
away
deter
a bit.
them. Yeah, because you saw the supports were forced to go into that backline where Creek was able to pick him off. He's done a very good job of just hiding on the
Yeah.
side here with his... Oh,
Ooh,
barely dodges
that
the
could have been
charge.
bad.
And here's the beat,
Oh,
just in time for the Graviton,
we've
folks.
got beat to counter Grav,
And Creek
and all
gets
we've got
pinned.
left is damage window. Up
Yeah.
against Shatter and Deadeye combo again with Death Blossom on standby.
But somehow,
There's
despite
Transcendent.
everything, Disconnected are able to
They
win that
keep
fight.
it moving. Yeah,
Oh boy, that
less
was
time for sure.
Yeah, you only have a minute 40. If they want to not end this in a draw, they're going to have to get it above a minute. Otherwise, you're basically losing the map or drawing the map. So, and there's the damage window. A lot of damage coming out from Calamity
There
there.
goes 5-1. Full clear. What a good damage window.
Yeah, that damage window with
Where you
Calamity.
need it.
Nothing
you
you
need
can
it.
do. And they do it. They somehow get it in time, which is pretty impressive.
Reinhardt was effectively insta-killed as soon as he came out of spawn. Couldn't pop a shatter, and no one wanted to follow up without it.
Yeah.
That was such a solid damage window.
Yeah, in 7 seconds, too, which is great for them. 7 seconds above a minute. So now, I don't know. Both teams were kind of... Kraken definitely held for a while with the Reinhardt
Yeah.
comp. I think they'll probably stick on that. The Lucio had some pretty good value with the beats.
We keep saying it's not optimal, but on occasion it makes the play to make it feel like it deserves a spot.
Yeah.
$107 to $344 though. That is a lot of hold.
Yeah, their Kraken's going to have a lot more to work with here. Maybe even able to adjust their comp on the fly. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting fight. Because Disconnected, I mean, both teams did win their first fights when attacking, so I don't know. Let's see here. It looks like we are dropping some frames. Not as bad as it has been, but apologies for that. Hopefully don't have to do a full reset like last time.
Our dear co-caster Haw. Yeah, that deterrence tire was a little bit embarrassing, I will not lie. Could have hopefully gotten picks, but I think it did fine enough. The extra damage would have been nice,
Yeah.
but keeping supports back worked.
Alright, looks like the frame rate has been fixed, possibly? Yeah, okay. Alrighty,
Yes,
here we
Haw.
go.
Believe everything I say. I'll never lie.
Sure.
Ramatra is a bad pick against Reinhardt. Take that fact to heart.
Ready for
And
battle.
sticking with Sigma versus Reinhardt,
Looks like, yeah, no tank changes. Both were looking
Fury
very
is
strong.
back.
Kiriko, no Baptiste for Kraken. That's a very brave move. Possibly willing to experiment more with the bigger time bank. But
In my opinion, I think the higher skill levels just really show when they don't use the meta strat.
yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, like Dawn playing the Doomfist on New Queen Street, I'll always say, like, you know, that is such a good, like, pick that isn't meta, isn't normal, but it worked out so well.
They don't expect it, because it's
Yeah.
not meta.
And you're not training against it, so you have no idea how to respond.
Defend objective A.
And Tracer as well. Decently rare and not really the most effective pick in my opinion. But
Yeah.
get on point, sure, that'll work out. Very brawly point. Hopefully get a pick as we see Kiri pop out Suzus on both sides.
Ooh, nice pick there on a not
Necro is low,
but it's just
still
Creek.
waiting on Suzu here. Necro backs off to get some heals.
They might not even get another touch.
Yeah.
No swap to Lucio. It's gonna be very, very close. Creek has gotta hurry up here. He has to touch point, and even if he does, Nada and Strangebro are already back. Does
There's Rock.
top.
5-1 takes a bit of damage. Covering himself with Repulsor keeps Tracer off of his back.
Sparkplug gets the first pick on the Conjurer.
Oh, 5-1 is gonna
Top
go
501
down
is
here
down.
though. Takes another Rock.
Sparkplug putting in some work here, defending the points, just Nocturnal
Sojourn
and
versus
Chaotic.
Sojourn Repulsors. Chaotic is down.
And
it's down
no.
to Nocturnal versus Sparkplug.
Sparkplug
Nocturnal
pulls it
loses
off.
to Tracer.
That is insane.
Round 3. Complete.
Nocturnal was
As I
this
was
close to capping that point. That
Not
is-
ready for the Tracer. They didn't even pop Pulse Bomb.
3.
That is, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we weren't expecting, I mean, the Tracer, again, isn't traditionally very strong, but just being able to stay alive on that point, because, you know, Reaper has such longer cooldowns for his mobility, then he's just forced to stand there while Sparkplug kills
Yeah.
him.
And well, Reaper is dependent on landing heavy hits. Tracer's regen is basically just staying alive for 15 or so seconds.
Yeah,
So it's quite the matchup.
yeah. Disconnected gonna have a very rough time here. Yeah, top 501 on the Reinhardt, definitely good with that shield, able to stop a lot of the poke damage from Sigma.
All they need is a tick.
One tick, and Kraken wins. And yeah, that'll tie it 1-1 too.
See what we have got here.
3 minutes and 45 seconds. I
Initiate.
don't know.
Yeah!
And it looks like, yeah, double Reinhardt. Very, yeah, this is gonna be quite the fight.
Double Lucio, double Kiri.
No Baptiste. It's been a
We've
while.
almost got a mirror.
Yeah, looks like just the
Cast and Tracer are the big difference.
Yeah. Which, I
And
don't know.
both being quite close range.
Personally, I would want the Tracer for the touch because we saw how strong that was last time, just being able to blink around, especially keeping distance like they did. So I don't know. Cassidy, maybe a Deadeye just to keep him off point last second is the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. But Spark Plug on Tracer is interesting, as I feel like it would go a bit better with Strange Barrel, who himself plays quite a bit of McCree.
Yeah, I mean we've seen Sparkplug play, you know, the Junkrat he did great on Junkrat, so curious pick. See how it turns out for him. Top 501 taking the standard flanking route, gets caught out by the repulsor, kind of panics into a wall. Chaotic getting a nice pick.
Shot. 501 half already. Getting flanked already by Nocturnal. Creek goes for a pin. Doesn't even need to. Nocturnal goes for a triple so far.
Yeah, Nocturnal doing very well. But yeah, I don't know. I think top 501 not really getting challenged on the Reinhardt here. I didn't see Creek engage with him too much.
It just didn't last long enough.
Yeah,
He lost half of his health before they could even get in hammer range.
See if we get a pin here.
And there's a charge.
It's not a
Pin on
nada.
Nada. That's one
Nocturnal.
support down already.
Oh,
Strange
Nocturnal doesn't
Barrel
get pinned.
alone. Oh, try to slide out of it. Chaotic takes Strange Barrel and Necro.
Top
Conjurer
5-1.
takes Spark Plug.
Oh, Combat Repulsor's not good.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Top 5-1, back off.
Bit of a
Still
snipe.
hit by a lone kunai.
Yeah. This is, yeah.
Not looking good. Still, 2 minutes, 1 tick. Gotta believe.
I believe.
As
in
Lucio would
Kraken.
say.
You just gotta believe. Let's see here.
You gotta believe.
Get 2 more fights.
Come on, there's a charge. Is that... Ooh, it misses this time, though. That could be a turning point.
Strange
Nada,
Peril, finally.
fakes out Creek, hits a boop. Oh, this is huge. It's... Oh,
Just
there's the turning point, though. They can't
quite
hold it
get
together long enough. If you can get another good bait on Creek, though, I think they could pull it off this time around.
Yeah. Yeah. Being a better fight, definitely, for Kraken.
Yeah. You
But-
had the supports out. That's a good start.
Yeah, and the supports ended up
But now we've
swapping
got
too.
overclock.
And there we go,
Chaotic
finally,
out.
top 5-100. He's gonna have to pop Shatter soon though, but there's
Oh,
the
this
invuln
could
field
be
that
it.
keeps Conjurer alive.
All it is invuln. You've got... Oh! They turn it around, though. Creek takes 2.
60 seconds remaining.
And we see Ona and Baptiste mirror now.
Yeah, Mirror, once again, just trying to match... Oh, that was a good sleep there.
But now it's on 15-second cooldown. Was it worth it?
True, there's a
There's
Shatter.
a shatter. Shielded.
And the High Noon.
Oh, that can be bad, though.
High Noon doesn't catch anything, but Nod is already down the Baptiste, and that invuln is not available. Creek nearly takes out the Sojourn there.
There's a whole lot of damage going on. It's up to invuln to keep all of Disconnect alive. They hold it on as well, though.
Yeah, Nada just trying to touch, but he's taken
Could
down.
it really be a tie here?
Looks like we're gonna get a draw, I think.
That is our first draw of the season, then.
Yeah. Kinda crazy considering how well both teams did on first point. Yeah, that was very intense match. I'm sure. I mean, I don't know. Both teams probably aren't happy with that. You know, Disconnected put up a good fight against such a large time bank, but they still don't get a point. And especially Kraken too, you've got to be annoyed. You put so much work in and weren't able to push at the end. Even trying to switch to the Baptiste, who just got taken out immediately. So,
So close so far.
yeah. Kraken's going to pick the next map, though, because they are still down a point. See what map they go with. I mean, Hybrid didn't work for Kraken. Control didn't work for Kraken. What do you do next? Escort, I guess, is kind of your only other option.
Do a bit of time traveling. Maybe they'll do better on 2 CP. Who knows?
Yeah, we definitely got to do a classic tournament at some point. Just can't let team cheaters in.
Oh no. These guys again. Pull up with the Hammond somehow.
So yeah,
Looking at
let's...
Ilios.
Ilios is the pick from Kraken. Very curious, as Winton would say.
Curious.
Curious. And yeah, very I mean, trying the capture again, I guess, or control, sorry. I don't know, bold pick for sure. let's see what the game plan is here for Kraken. Want to get that point, tie it. Don't want to have disconnect with the lead.
Yeah. I mean, the draw was still borderline the best outcome.
Yeah. I mean, if you're Kraken, you had an opportunity to get a point there, but at least you didn't lose. Able to defend pretty well. I mean, I would have thought there'd be no way to lose that, but I mean, I guess technically they didn't. Looks like we're gonna see an
Hold
Orisa
through.
here.
First, you fail terribly on defense, and then pull through on it just for a tie.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they can learn from that mistake. But
Yeah.
hey, not a 3-0 roll technically yet.
True. Yeah. Still, both teams performing very well, adjusting their comps accordingly.
We've been trying to break the superstition of first matchup of the day just completely being 3-0. No
Yeah.
chance for the other guy.
The only team that hasn't been affected by that is Blue, but everyone else is just disconnected and Kraken both know how that is, and looks like disconnect.
Blue is so legendary, it breaks the magical curse that makes you lose. But clean sweep for disconnect there. Decent ult charge already. Quarter except for Sigma and Lucio with thirds.
Yep. Yeah, good first fight there for disconnect. Get about 25%, I think, before Kraken are able to touch. The top 501 staggered and the anti
Rock
combo.
and anti on 501. You've got a Reaper on the point. How much longer can 501 hold out? One more shotgun shell, clearly. Another wipe.
And yeah, this is... Yeesh. Not looking good right now. For Kraken. What do you do against this? I mean, we've seen Ilios. Just such a divisive map. This is where a lot of teams, I think, are adjusting their comps since it has a lot of different areas. You got Ruins and Lighthouse, which are both completely different. So, good
Not
testing
even
ground.
starting with the disaster that ends up being well half the time.
Yeah, well, yeah. Looks like Sombra and Hanzo swapped here, but even then, Chaotic still performing very strongly on the Sojourn.
Yeah, Sojourn is such a solid pick when one repulsor covers half the point.
Yeah.
You can stack it with a repulsor and then put Sigma's shield behind it, and that is highly effective area defense.
Yeah. It looks like that's rounds. I don't think. Yeah, Kraken can't get there nearly in time. In his top 501 gets slept out by Calamity. Now he's at no sleeps. And then you saw there that Freak had the ult ready regardless, which will kill everyone on the point. So
Yeah,
let's see.
popped it at the end just for insult to injury.
Yeah, just gotta troll him a little bit. Let's see. Disconnected. I mean, Creek on the Sigma is unorthodox, but working well.
Do well. Gotta expect a counter eventually.
Yeah. I mean, this is, like I said, a turning point for a lot of teams. We saw, like, Balit Ballet pulling out the Junkrat with Tyler yesterday. Turned this around for them, so they were able to get quite close to winning before Blue brought it back.
Yeah, we have definitely seen the most variety in comps on this map.
Yeah.
And you'll see Malga 1 second, Orisa another, Doomfist the next.
Just insane variety, especially at these points.
And we are seeing Zen come out again as well over on Kraken.
Yep. That Zen worked out well for Calamity. Maybe their trying to replicate that over on Kraken. Got the Junkrat just like Tyler did yesterday.
Capture
Bully.
objective.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure it's noticed by now that I'm not a big fan of anything other than tank, especially Reinhardt. But I have been trying out a bit of Zen whenever I get it on all queues for support.
yeah,
And I've had quite a bit of success, even on well here. You have this perfect corner with line of sight, so you can get in decent damage. We're already seeing that success. Necro taking two, assisting another on Conjurer. Strange Barrel,
yeah.
Nocturnal stands alone.
Nocturnal, the only survivor of this fight. I mean, went better for Kraken. Not amazing, but better. And looks like Disconnect's gonna get here first. Yeah,
Mm,
better. I
and
think
yeah.
Junkrat's a good idea here. And then we saw, Necro on the Zen is very scary. Taking down
Arch
tank and
could be a
support.
turning point as long as he isn't booped. Nope, there he goes. Too much DPS. Necro goes down, soon following. Already recognized as a big threat on Zen.
Yeah, Sparkplug can't even zip around to hold on Tracer. Coming up on some ults. Looks like, top everyone's got the Shatter. Almost got a Riptire here. I don't know, though. Strangebarrow's gonna have to hit a very good Riptire. And again, top 501's kind of rushing into these points. Just isn't able,
But not
especially
even.
Zen, not enough healing to really dive like that. Gotta poke more. Which isn't something
Already
Reinhardt's good at.
repulsed.
Big Shatter, but it's blocked by the shield.
Yeah, not a great shatter. And there goes Sparkplug off the edge.
Oh,
Who
and
would have guessed?
Strangebarrow. Strangebarrow
That's
took
like
out
the
3.
third time. Sparkplug has got to learn if you're gonna keep playing Tracer. Stay away from the edges of the map.
Yeah. Got the pulse bomb.
501 just shielding out of spawn. Little paranoid there.
I don't think he's gonna, or I don't think Creek's gonna hit any Sigma lineups on you. I think you're good top 501. There's the rock. Misses, thankfully.
Although, yeah, if he did hit that lineup here, it would be over already.
Oh, Strangebarrow. Nice one on the
Decent
Chaotic.
Riptire, taking out Chaotic, who
Just
has
before
been
the beat.
serious beast. Oh, but Creek, that's two Necro and Sparkplug. Conjurer takes Strange Barrel. Nada and Top 501 working around the invuln.
And that's game.
501 cannot survive off that DPS at the end now.
Defeat.
Disconnects at 2. This is, yeah.
Really hoping to see it turn around.
Yeah, Kraken's gonna have to pull off a very tight reverse sweep. Yeah. Let's see what Kraken picks here, because it's gonna have to be a good one. Not many options here. I don't know what they're really good at. They're good at defense. I think that's probably their best bet. Is just something where they can be defensive and not have to worry about brawling too much is what I would suggest for them. But I don't know what the coaches will say. Probably
Yeah.
not mincing words at this point.
We're just the commentators.
Let's see here. So it looks like the pick is going to be Route 66. This is actually where we saw
Yeah.
Blue start to come back yesterday. Taking some inspiration, perhaps?
I mean, if you've got to be inspired by someone, blue is the way to go.
Yeah. I mean, pulled off something very similar yesterday with their reverse sweep. See how it works out
And
for them.
as I said previously, this is a great choice for defense.
It is, yeah. Very easy, just full hold here. Yeah. Let's see what the comps are. I would expect. I mean, it looks like Kraken's going to be on the attack first, have a chance to do what they did on King's Row, and hopefully get 3 points with time to spare. And the nice thing is they don't have to worry about capturing. If they go into OT, they can just push as far as they want.
Ready for battle.
Winston.
Yeah, nice dive comp here, it looks like.
Yeah,
Lucio.
you've got Kiri, Lucio, Reaper, and Sojourn. Sojourn providing a bit more of long range while
Yeah.
everyone else moves in.
And then on the defending side, we have Orisa. It's got to be a bit traumatizing for poor top 501, who's just been losing to Orisas this entire tournament, it feels like. And then the Mei is... I've seen Mei do really well here. A lot of areas you can just wall off. Especially Winston, you're going to have to jump over, but that's going to leave your supports all alone.
And you without support.
Yeah.
Attackers incoming.
We also, of course, are seeing Baptiste over on Disconnected.
The classic Baptiste Ana, it looks like. And Creek in the backline taking quite a bit of damage here away from his supports. There comes
Too
the
greedy.
Suzu.
He's been doing too well so far. He gets to Invuln though. Invuln down.
Invuln
there he
saves
goes. Nada dinks him out.
And yeah, Nocturnal playing quite far back. He's going to be taken out by Nada. Chaotic just sort of maybe D12 a bit? No, he's going to get pushed back. He's sort of just stuck back here. Probably going to reset. Yeah.
Nada in Strange Barrel, as expected. Keeping serious DPS pressure at range.
Yeah. And that, you couldn't have
I'm
asked for a
sure
better
now
fight
that
for Kraken.
Ana, yeah. Now that Ana kind of has an idea, probably just surprised there. Probably be able to get some longer range picks on him. At least get damage and heals in without trying to rush in.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely we're not expecting a Winston, I think, on Route 66, but Creek misses the Javelin. Sparkplug forced into Wraith early, and Necro's very low. Gets the Suzu to
Ooh,
save him, but it's not
Calamity
enough.
is way too close here. Left alone, blasted away by Sparkplug and Strange Barrel.
But not on Strange Barrel.
Nada. Yeah, they're sitting nice and back,
Oh,
taking
nice
picks where they
take.
see him. There goes Nocturnal and Conjurer. Them versus Creek, and they're holding out. There's Chaotic again.
Chaotic does get the
Ooh,
kill finally on the
Chaotic
Strange
is-
Barrel. Nada, just
Fury is
absolute
holding out
beast
though
right
quite
now.
well. Nada.
Yeah, looks like they're gonna fall back, get their bearings a bit. Still got 2 minutes to push. But Top 501 just
501
jumping
just
in
going in.
is
Dropping Dome Shield. He is antied though. Not that it matters. He didn't have support.
does end up getting the kill with Necro onto Calamity, and there's the Kitsune rush, but Top 501 is very much out of position. The beat saves
Ooh,
him.
there goes Beat. This might be enough. There goes the ice thing for Chaotic. There goes Ice Wall.
And
And
yeah,
without cooldowns, she's hopeless. Goes down to Nada. Sparkplug is alone here. Nope.
I don't
There
know
he is.
why.
Oh, he's just running ahead.
Yeah, want to see if they can poke him out. It looks like Disconnect did get the forward spawn there. Strange Barrel maybe shoot out a quick repulsor just to hold him back. Yeah,
There it is.
just force them to use their cooldowns to survive that. Able to just fall back immediately. Great play there.
Yeah.
And here's the high
Oh,
noon.
but there's Deadeye.
Doesn't get anything. Cancels it
Nada
early.
could get. Yeah, I was scared Nada would get caught out there.
And here's a nice ult
Oh,
dump.
nasty combo!
And
Blizzard and Terra Surge. Top 501 had a pop Primal to live.
And I'm not sure that was such a good trade. I mean, sure, Disconnect used everything they had to stop that. They still got a nano. But honestly, I think Top 501 popped that just too late. Already had the Blizzard damage window and Terra Surge out, which took out the supports immediately. So I wouldn't have used that there, but they still have two. They got Death Blossom and Overclock. And we've seen how good that Overclock can be. Speaking of
There it
which,
is. Death Blossom and Overclock come out.
with the nano to
Nada
counter,
takes Conjurer.
Creek,
But Creek takes Necro. Creek is about 2/3 though. Down to the health pool with Overheal.
Nocturnal getting
Nocturnal
Nada.
takes Nada, but he is super low.
Forced back by the wall from
Yeah,
Mei
that
there.
is, as seen, beautiful Maywall.
Yeah, that's just going to stagger everyone out even more. Top 501 has no choice but to push to this choke point really awkwardly. But his team is coming back because of the respawns. Might be able to survive if the supports can get up in time.
Yeah, Nada trying to heal, but
There we go.
yeah. There it is.
And there's the
Not in a swift
Kitsune
tap,
rush,
not in
reverse
a Kitsune rush.
They're not gonna be able to follow up on it much. There's too much pressure. And does Strange Barrel though. Ends up getting a kill on the Conjurer. Got it. The Creek is out of position quite a bit here, but he's just gonna spawn camp poor Necro. But the rest of the team is already regrouped.
Nocturnal
Kraken.
is alone currently, with Creek out of position. Chaotic now trying to just get in some contests.
Yeah.
Creek comes back, already half health. Strange Barrel putting on pressure. Javelin to the head. Ouchie.
And where's Top 501? Finally coming back to the front line after Creek is just sort of pressuring them, getting time for the rest of their team to come back. Or they might just regroup. You were either trying to give time for your team to come back and heal you up, or just burn the clock? I don't know.
Either way seems to work.
Yeah. Did stagger themselves. They're going for a regroup instead. Probably going to get one more fight. They got almost 3 ults ready compared to what? 1 or 2? On Kraken?
Indeed.
So, this beat from Necro has to be perfectly timed with this Terra Surge.
Oh, that's not looking great. Nope.
Bubble Shield blocks most of it. The top 501 is just so far in the back line.
And there you go.
Bit of a nice trade there for Nada and Strange Barrel.
Strange Barrel and Nada just kind of supporting each other as they make a retreat. Engaging, dropping Repulsor. Going for DPS, but oh, they are going to just get in some extra touch. Suzu dropped on Strange Barrel.
Oh, but they're
Nada is
staggered
not
now.
getting enough damage.
They might not even have enough time
Yeah,
here.
that's a
Top
heavy
501.
stagger.
He's just gonna force himself in there. Maybe get ult charge for a primal, but no. And this is probably as far as Kraken is gonna go, unless something crazy here from Nocturnal.
I mean, they have Death Blossom and
Sparkplug.
Beat.
If they can touch, then they should be able to take point, but I don't think they're able to get there in time. That respawn, that stagger from top 501 just kind of...
What you doing, Sparkplug?
Sparkplug just sort of sitting there. Oh, but, yeah. Not a bad push. Got roughly halfway through the map. But, yeah, you wanted a lot
Would
more
be
there.
better.
Especially after that match on King's Row. We've seen how well they can push through all the way to the finish.
Now can they defend better? Certainly hope so.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see. I mean, disconnected without Orisa was good, but not great. It wasn't super oppressive like we'd normally see Orisa's. Top 501 was able to play around that,
Yeah.
let his DPS do a lot of that work.
Yeah, he'd leap in, do a little bit of damage, and just leap out to deal with backline a bit.
Yeah. And yeah, so Kraken on the defense, probably not going to pick Winston since he's just really only used for attacking. Yeah, dive comp isn't really going to work here. Yeah, again, almost exactly halfway through the map. Right around that little bend there. Do a quick check, make sure we're not dropping frames. We're good. Here we go. What are the comps? Sigma, Reaper, so Zen and Baptiste is quite a nasty combo. The traditional Sigma for more defensive hold. Meanwhile, no changes to disconnect, just same with the Orisa.
May on attack though, a little bit weird.
Yeah,
Maybe try and block attackers' entrance to the point area, block off corners, but you know, that point just kind of moves, breaks the ice.
yeah. The only use I'm seeing is maybe to block off the Zenyatta. Keep Discord orbs off you, but other than that, not a whole lot of utility.
Attackers
Let's see what Kraken can do. Don't want to get rolled here. It is match point. It's a nice damage already. Creek a little slow to get out. Team is paying for it,
Oh,
but
not bad though.
not a bad
Decent
hold.
trade. Sparkplug and Nocturnal going at it. Finished off by Creek with a javelin to the face.
Top 501. Looks like
Oh,
he
it's
might
Necro
kill
and
Creek.
501.
What's he gonna
Gotta
do?
back off here.
He's
Creek
holding.
going for a bit of regen.
Gets a nice
Ooh,
rock.
there's a rock, though.
Big damage. Creek might go down here. Oh, but the invuln field
Backing off
saves
again.
him.
There's Invuln.
And
And
top
now
501.
501 is basically alone. In super close
But
range.
Necro gets the little...
Necro is getting in some nades.
There's
There's a rock.
on the chaotic. Very nice rock. Rest of his team, they're still coming over. Finally, Strange Barrel gets back. Top 501.
Kinetic Grasp getting in some healing there.
Nice rock on the Conjurer. Calamity going down. Looks like
What a beast on Sigma.
Nocturnal tries to get him,
Oh.
but he's very low and out of position.
But there is Repulsor. Still gets in some damage.
Oh, this is...
501 is still alive.
I don't know how he has not
Has he
died.
died yet?
He has not died. He has stayed alive by himself in a 1v3 and survived. Somehow survived against Chaotic there with a sliver of health. I mean, this is looking very good for Kraken. It's,
Oh,
Strange
but there
Barrel.
goes Strange Barrel. There goes Conjurer, though.
doesn't get a Graviton
Rav
flux,
doesn't really do much.
but it looks like Transcendence is not even near top
Transcendence
501.
just
There we
for
go.
the troll. What is going on there? Creek is half. 501 is dead. There we go.
Finally.
Nocturnal gets out Deadeye.
And there we go. Broke the
Sparkplug
spawn
can't
hold.
touch much longer.
Eventually, wasted a minute and a half, I think. Quite a lot.
Yeah.
Very good for
They may
Kraken.
be able to hold out again here.
And you saw they tried to
Like the wa-
use Deadeye, Nocturnal did, but immediately got shot down, so not gonna have to worry about falling back. Especially with,
I
Death Blossom and
think they
Window.
got a kill.
Let's see. Weird shield
Oh, they're
placement.
going for a flank here.
Yeah, if they
yeah.
can get into that back line, take out the supports early. And there, look at that rock. A lot of damage going now. Have to nano chaotic just to keep him alive.
Oh,
He does get a
that
kill
is
on the
quite the
non-nada.
combo. Oh, but there's Blizzard going out. That's a big freeze.
And there's a big Terra.
Now
That
it's
was
down to 501, sitting alone in a corner, half of a shield, trying to overheal just to stay alive.
yeah.
There he goes.
Burns just about 15 seconds off the clock, but it looks like they will get checkpoint. But not as fast as Kraken did. Kraken just has to hold this. Didn't only
Yeah.
use the window there.
Basically
bit of
holding
value.
right out of this spawn area.
Yeah. Which is good, because that means they have spawn advantage. They're spawning
Oh,
right outside.
Creek already have. Creek gonna
Oh.
go down here. For some reason, all alone.
Yeah, we've seen so many teams, especially the tanks, just pushing up the center there. I don't think he realized how close the respawns were. Chaotic
Yeah.
getting walled off.
I mean, happens to all of us.
Yeah.
Got too greedy, pushed too far.
And...
Oh,
Oh,
Going
oh,
around here.
Nocturnal,
Where are you
very
going, Necro?
brave. Not really.
all
Yep.
ahead.
Not really
Yeah.
sure what the plan was there. Staggering himself. Goblin hits the shield, goes right into that
Borderline feeding.
block, but oh,
Oh,
Graviton?
Strange Barrel pops overclock.
the
5-1
invuln saving top
Graviton.
501. And there's a Death Blossom from
And
Sparkplug.
there is Death Blossom from Sparkplug
Top 501
getting a kill
finally
on
going
Creek.
down. And there's a Transcendence just to win this fight.
Calamity is kind of alone there for a second while Nocturnal and Chaotic come back. Conjurer goes down to a railgun.
A lot of trading here, and Creek's coming back. Top 501, not quite over here yet.
Chaotic is D12ing though, not bad.
Yeah, very nice. Just holding point. Nada going down, it looks like. Kind of gets staggered out. Does some damage, though, on the Nocturnal. Forcing him to fall back. Necro caught out of position.
Was a 2v2 for a second there. Now it's down to a 1v3. Calamity is low and on the wrong side of the map for a bit here.
Yeah. And we're getting into final fight territory. No idea where top 501 is going. I don't know why they're holding garage, unless they're going for a flanker on the back here is my only thought. Yeah, it looks like it. But top 501 doesn't have any supports with him,
Going for the
so
flankma with the rock. Doesn't really do any damage.
doesn't find
Hitting
anything.
backline goes down.
And the rest of the
They
team
could
just
lose here.
can't get there in time. No one's over
Gotta
there.
get in a touch. Oh no.
They were going for the flank, but top 501 just died way too fast. And it looks like Disconnected wins the whole game. Surprisingly, I don't think we were expecting it to be yet another roll, especially how close it was. Kraken put up a really good fight on Route 66, especially. Yeah.
I do believe that was quite long for a roll,
Yeah.
but definitely shorter than the standard game.
Yeah, about 20 minutes shorter than our usual 3-2s. I think the Kings Row overtime was a large part of it, but still, yeah, Kraken put up a good fight, but they are going to be out of the tournament completely now. Taking a look here at the bracket, yeah, so Disconnected moving on into the lower bracket, moving a bit farther up, and next we are going to have tomorrow on day 5, we're going to have Cheaters versus Hobo Sapiens, which both teams did pretty well. Hobo Sapiens completely destroyed Elite. Cheaters had a bit more trouble with Blue. So that's going to be very interesting, I think. Um,
And gonna have the fans waiting on the big blue versus disconnected, as expected.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, whoever loses, Cheaters versus Hobo Sapiens, will go up against Blue. And that whoever wins that will go up against whoever wins Disconnected versus that'll be Iris or Null Sector. Which Iris versus Null Sector both won almost completely rolling, so that's gonna be quite the fight, I imagine. Hopefully, maybe a bit more back and forth, points wise. And then
Closer in skill level.
yeah. So if I had to make a prediction, I think Blue. I think Hobo Sapiens are probably gonna beat Cheaters. I think we might see another Blue versus Cheaters matchup, which
Yeah, that is what I was hoping for
yeah,
from that first match.
I
That
think
would be quite a comeback to see.
yeah, Blue wants a rematch. They did so well against Bleed. I think they're wanting a rematch. So hopefully we can see that. And then against Iris versus Null Sector, personally, I think I prefer Iris more, but that's kind of a toss-up on who's actually going to win that. Yeah, both teams. Null Sector with a very strong ram, janky on the ram there, and then Iris with Sunset on Orisa, the Orisa one trick.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. They're both tank one tricks.
Yeah.
Just one has some
True.
fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah. So we will see you all tomorrow for day 5 on week 2 of the Overwatch Bot League. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out our new Discord server and the VODs on YouTube. And we will see you all next time.
See you around.